Oh, that's not fair. Whoops.
Just tried to sneak that into you. Before we even say hello, we're going to...
You can play that game, you know.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. All right, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Lettuce.
Lettuce who?
Let us in and you'll find us. Good morning, everybody. I'm Mary Perry, and this is...
And I'm David Zinn.
And we are completely...
unscripted. Wait a minute.
We are completely unscripted for April Fool's Day. And you're down, you're up there. Okay. We are out of control. Hey, here's another one for you, David. Guess, knock, knock.
Why don't you come in? Who's there?
Eggs.
Egg who?
Egg. We are so excited to see you. So welcome, welcome.
You need a new book.
I know. It's a good book. It's my level book. So how are you, Dave? How's it going? I know that, you know, last week our schedules were just a little off. We didn't, our fans, they wrote in fast, didn't they?
I'm sure they did, yes. So we missed your birthday last week.
Yes, that's okay though.
I heard no one came to your birthday party. Is that true?
Really? No, that's not true. But how did you hear that?
Well, I heard you're caking. You ate it too, you know.
Well, if anybody, those of you playing along at home, the reverse of what he expected is happening. I'm rubbing off on him instead of him rubbing off on me. Yes, but I had a wonderful birthday at the retreat up at Camp Washington, and Ben put some candles. Tara told him it was my birthday, and put some candles in the dessert, and it was a lovely, lovely time. So thank you very much. It was very, very good. So is today like your national holiday? April Fool's Day?
I'm not touching that one.
I wouldn't. So do you have a whole litany of jokes?
No, I don't.
What? Well, do you know what monster played the most April Fool's jokes?
Frankenstein.
So you got one right there. That was a softball for you, Dave. I'm feeling a little bad here. I came out with two big ones.
Okay.
I don't even get this. At first, April. I get it. Oh, that's not fun.
So, who are the best people to play April Fool's jokes on?
Oh, I don't know. Who?
Well, babies that were born yesterday. You know why? Because they were literally just born yesterday. That's a boomerang. It'll come back.
Okay. All right. We'll wait for it. It's still out there. Wait, so the baby's born yesterday.
Explain that to her on Sunday.
Okay, which is somebody, okay. All right. I'm going to let that one here, see it? It's out there. It's over off screen. All right. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, here's one. Oh, here's names.
So let's, do we want to talk about St. Paul's this week?
I think we better. Okay, so what's going on? What do we got going?
Oh, we have a lot going on.
We do.
We have a service tomorrow for Preston Powell. Burial rite for him and interment. That's at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
And then on Sunday we have our...
We have the blood drive. I think it's all booked though, but we have the blood drive.
The blood drive, correct, yes. That's from 8 until,
yeah.
8, I think, until 1.
Something like that, yeah. So I think it is full in terms of all the appointments, but you could always call the church, ask Doug or Mary Beth, who's ever there, and see if they have any openings, because they expect sometimes people have to cancel. So, but that's a wonderful, great thing for the community that we're able to do that. So, excellent. Yep. And then Sunday.
And what do we have next week? We have Wednesday is Alpha. We had the first Alpha meeting this week. And how did that go? You had, what, 36 people, I think I saw?
Yep, something like that. Excuse me. Yeah, it was amazing. Excuse me. It was definitely a time, there was a lot of energy, a lot of great conversation, easy conversation, and you can hop in anytime. So it is an open invitation. Start off with a wonderful, wonderful hot meal in community, and watch a video, and then conversation. And in the conversations, you can be part of it, or you can just listen, or whatever you feel like doing that night. And it's facilitated by trained small group leaders. So please, if you'd like to, come on in. It's the place to ask all those questions that are in the back of your head that you really want to have answered at some point throughout the course. So come on, Wednesdays at 6:30.
Do they have to relate to church?
Somehow. No, they don't. Why does Mary still not know how to tell a joke after a year? That's a fair question.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. I'm happy to answer that one during the meal.
Why are we still doing this after a year?
Why are we still doing it? Again, a second perfectly valid question. So if you need to know the answers to those things, you can catch us on Wednesdays at 6:30. Or coffee hour for that matter. And then what else we have? Wow, we're coming up on Holy Week, aren't we? Pretty soon.
Well, starting on April 10th, yes, that would be Palm Sunday.
Wow.
And then things happen quickly from there. Because Holy Week will have, so on the 10th is Palm Sunday, then on the 12th we do Tenebrae. And then Maundy Thursday is April 14th. And the 15th is Good Friday.
Yep.
And we have services at noon. And are your fans calling in with jokes?
Yeah, they are. They said, keep going, Mayor, keep going. That joke is still out there. It's not to keep going. So go ahead.
So Good Friday, we have service at noon and 7:30 p.m.
Yep, and Winter Stations at the Cross, is that 6:30?
Stations of the Cross is on Good Friday. That starts at 6:30 before the evening service.
Yep.
And that's kind of grown in popularity in recent years.
Yeah.
I think we've had as many as 20, 30 people there some years.
If you haven't experienced it, I invite you to just come. It is wonderful just going all throughout each of the stations and praying as you do. It's absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then Saturday?
Saturday we will have the vigil, and that's at 7:30. I think all the evening services are at 7:30. And then on Easter Day, which is April 17th, we'll have 3 services. We do 10:30, what am I thinking? 7:30, 9, and 10:30.
Yep. And then also on Saturday morning, we have the children's program, which is an Easter egg hunt, usually a little story, and
right.
Yep, I think they're doing a craft or a snack or something afterwards, but I'm pretty sure that starts at 9 o'clock. You can check our website for details or sword points, but I'm thinking it's 9 o'clock. So it is a full couple of weeks and just a wonderful time in the church calendar to come in. If you haven't done one of the services, this is the year to come and try it. It's Holy Week, and all those services are just such important building blocks heading up to Easter. At least that's been my experience. So please join us. Well, and I think that takes us through Easter, right?
That takes us through Easter.
Yeah.
It's going to happen fast and furious here.
Yeah, I totally believe that. What kind of math do you teach cattle? You know, I was working with Allison yesterday, and we were going back and forth, and she always sends me pictures of how, I call them the kids, how the kids are doing. But so I was thinking about this. What kind of math would you teach to cattle? Calculus.
Calculus?
Thanks, hon.
Okay.
What do cows do for entertainment?
This is turning into a cow edition here, huh?
It just happens to be the section I'm in. It's all by sections. They go to the movies.
Of course they do.
Do you know what a cow's favorite musical is? The Sound of Music. I gotta put that.
I think we need to put that.
Cracking myself up. Oh, get it? Musical. Oh my gosh. So what else is new, Dave?
Well, I'm having a problem getting the St. Paul's website up here.
Uh-oh.
Because I was just trying to look at some,
Okay.
double check on some stuff, but I'm not having much luck here.
Okay. Well, we can, let's see. Well, okay, well then let me entertain our fans while you're looking.
Well, go ahead. Watch out for that boomerang, you know, it might come back.
I know. It comes anywhere. Oh, that wasn't fun. Why did the chicken cross the playground?
To get to the other side?
See, I can't fool you with some of these. Cannot fool you with some of those. Cannot fool you with some of those. Oh, this is an easy one because I'm kind of feeling bad. Doesn't seem like you have any jokes on your national holiday of April Fool's Day. But so this is an easy one for you. I have a lot of keys, but I can't open a single lock. What am I?
Piano.
There, see? Just building you up here, Dave. Just building you up. Okay?
All right, so I'll give you a little story here.
Okay. Save them.
And this is more of an probably the end of the show kind of story.
Perfect. I think we're right there.
All right, so years ago, there was a very powerful king who wanted to hire a different court jester for each month of the year. His financial advisor said it would best to be only get 11 jesters and simply have one of them repeat. The king agreed, and 11 court jesters were hired. Months rolled by and everything was great. The October jester was a hoot. November was a holler. The December one killed the show. The January one they put on Unscripted. February was no different. The king wasn't very fond of the March jester. He waited day by day. Finally, the month was over. The king said to his advisor, "Bring in the next jester." But the man replied, "I'm sorry, sir. We have no April Fool."
Ah, good one. That's a good close. I got that. That didn't even have to go far. It kind of went like this. That's good. Aw, Dave, good job. Well,
so you want to, we can just back up here a little bit. We can talk about Sharon Lewis, who was our preacher last week.
mm-hmm.
So how did that conference go? You went to the conference, right?
Yep, absolutely unbelievable. And the conference was just a wonderful, wonderful time of healing, of community, of conversation, and it was in person. So it was really, really lovely to be back and met so many people I had really only met on Zoom for so long, and it was great to be together. Sharon was wonderful, and there was something that was just so special on the second day. On the second day, Sharon, Tara, and Father Joe all celebrated the Eucharist. And so you had Father Joe, you had Reverend Tara, you had Pastor Sharon, all taking alternate lines and alternate readings and celebrating. It was so powerful and so beautiful, and all just letting people let go of a lot of their stuff. So we look forward to it. Tara and I are already kind of figuring out what we could do another one and when, and what would that format be. So stay tuned, but really good. It was great to be back together. So it was wonderful. And then Sharon had a wonderful day at St. Paul's on Sunday. So it's great to have her there too.
That was good. She was very well received.
Mm-hmm. And a wonderful style about her.
And then this week, we have the reading from, our gospel reading this week is from John. It's kind of, sometimes they would use this for Palm Sunday, but since we're the week before, they placed it here. This happens a few days before Holy Week. Actually, he's out in Bethany at Lazarus's house, who he had already raised, and they're having a dinner there, and Mary is anointing his feet with perfume, nard, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
And Judas objects, and basically Jesus says, "Shut up, get out of here," you know.
Yep.
She's doing the right thing.
Yeah. These readings are just so incredible. Like, I find, you know, at this particular season, it's so meaningful to try to, I'm not perfect at it at all, but try to read the readings ahead of time and then hear them again in church or wherever, and kind of spend some time in them, you know, because it's so important and beautiful at the same time.
So a couple of years ago, Joe Bernardo and I, when we were in Israel, we did get to go over to Bethany, which is an area that's not normally covered by the trips.
Okay.
And we did get to go to the location of where the house would have been. And there's a church there. And we did get to go into Lazarus's tomb. Wow. And I actually...
How was that?
Was
that powerful?
It was interesting, yeah. And I called Joe. I said, "Joe, come out."
There's that.
Or you can stay in there if you want.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I think the thing that really is kind of interesting is to see how close it was to Jerusalem. Because you hear these stories, and you know, we think in terms of Brookfield and how close it might be to Danbury or Newtown or whatever, New Milford. But to go there and see it, and to be able to imagine people walking from village to village, which is really, Bethany was just a village on the backside of the hill. It kind of brings things to life.
Yeah, for sure. It's so important to bring things to life like that. And you still have that trip coming up in June, right?
In theory, yes.
In theory? Okay, yeah. Well, check in if anybody's interested. Continue to check in with Dave as the days go by and the weeks go by. Excellent. Well, thank you for sharing that story of your travels there. It's always important. It's wonderful to actually know people that have been able to, or experience it yourself for sure, to have been there. So you got the big finale for us, or was that it with the little
I really don't.
Okay.
I'm looking for a big finale. You're putting this on me here, huh?
Yeah. Usually you have the other story, but it could have been the story. And while you're doing that, what sound does a hummingbird make when it's thinking? There you go. Oh, speaking of birthday cake, what do you say to a kangaroo on his birthday?
Happy birthday.
On fire today, Mr. Zen. On fire. On fire. On fire. Why do we put candles on the top of a birthday cake?
Because you don't put them on the bottom of the birthday
cake? On fire. These are softballs, right and left, and you're hitting them out of the park. I'm encouraging you today. Excellent job, Dave. You did great on this Unscripted. This one, however, is still out here. I don't know where that one's coming back. That boomerang is.
So what was that one?
I forgot. Oh, it was the baby's born yesterday. They literally were born yesterday.
We'll leave that out there.
We can talk about it at a coffee hour.
No, I mean, I wasn't born yesterday, Mary, you know.
Okay, I'll check in with Mark.
Usually when you try to fool someone, you know, they say, well, you know, I wasn't born yesterday.
Uh-huh.
So that's why you can prank a baby that was born on March 31st because they were literally born yesterday.
Oh.
We try to wrap these jokes up within the show.
Yes, yeah, we do. We don't want those little things dangling out there. Some of them had to. I'll check in with Kathy and with Mark and get another read on that.
And Jim.
And Jim, for my head writer.
Okay.
All right.
All right, everyone, have a great week, and we will see you on Sunday.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
Bye.
So I've been having a problem with our fans are sending us celery. Are you having that problem?
No,
Okay,
celery.
I feel like I'm being stalked.
There. What, you save that for after the show? That's a good one.
Maybe I'll put that in the credits. All right.
You totally should. Oh my gosh. No, that's a good one. Well,
Well, it's better than what we had.